Emotions were high and tears appeared to be on the verge of falling. Speaking in a passive voice, all 7 cabinet ministers gathered at what was the Premier's office in Grace Bay to share their view on the governor's announcement. They reflected on their 5 months in office from backbenchers to cabinet ministers.
From the time Turks and Caicos had ministerial government, the accomplishment that this country have made with ministerial government, with a government that had been elected by the people, for the people, and of the people. If you think back years ago, and this is why it's so sad to me, when our foreparents from Providenciales had to throw the rock on their head to help build the roads that we drive on today. When the people from North Caicos, Middle Caicos, and South Caicos had to go on the banks and dive conchs and lobster to trade with Haiti for the survival of their family. When the people in South Caicos, Salt Key, had to rig Salt Pond for the survival of their family. When men and women had to leave home to provide for their families. Think about those dark days. We have come a long way.
Yes, it's a sad day for most of us who are fair-thinking Turks and Caicos Islanders. But they say behind every dark cloud there's a silver lining. And I think if we look long and hard and search for it, we'll find it. Because all is not lost. What has happened today is disappointing to me and a number of us. But we've had a number of persons within the communities who have agitated for this, not knowing what it is they're agitating for. I'll tell you this, it'll be difficult, if not impossible, for any one of you to be calling Governor Vetterell and giving your problems, or any of the advisors he chooses to be in any of his council.
It's unfortunate that 2 years we're in this position now, but I want my constituency to realize what is going on, and I am here, and I'm not going to stop working for them as well as the Turks and Caicos Islands. These are very challenging times, and it's not easy to express the way I really feel, but I'm trying to do my best. But what is important is that as Turks and Caicos Islanders, we have to understand what is going on and what is about to happen.
And though I meet a bump in the road today, I will continue to serve you and continue to represent you for the period in which you elected me to do so. That's for the full 4 years. I will represent you. I will hold the governor and his advisory council and the consultative council responsible, make them answerable to everything that they do for the people in this country. We will continue to watch with a very keen eye.
I never one day stopped to say whether you were PDM or PNP. I looked at you as a Turks and Caicos Islander, and that's how I see us in this country, as Turks and Caicos Islander. Party doesn't mean anything to me when it comes to representing my people. And I want to thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Over the next few weeks and months, the challenges may become great, but I know as a country we can overcome it. We are not just a Christian nation, we are also a religious nation. And if we pray and we believe, we will be able to do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Thank you.
I know these times are challenging times, but however, it is clear that we're going to get through them. We're going to get through them because this great team here have put all the necessary things in place to ensure that we get through them. And of course, we'll have a takeover by the governor pretty soon, but even the governor can truly acknowledge that what was put in place by this team is going to make it a lot easier for him to ensure that we are better off in the near future. That's financially and every other way. Thanks to Royal and the finance team with Mr. Jones, they have done a wonderful job of putting the finances right in the country today.
Former ministers reflected on their time in office, the challenges and the accomplishments that they have made, which included the passing of numerous bills and legislation amendments. The ministers praised their respective constituents for their support over the years, and we'll be bringing you that press conference in its entirety at the end of tonight's newscast. Honorable Williams, during that apparent farewell address, said that he, along with his colleagues, are proud of their track records. However, they are against the governance of one individual in the 21st century. At the Premier's office in Grace Bay, Nikira John, WIV4 News.